Hey guys, today's video I'm going to be installing some Von Duprin panic hardware on my main entrance here. Now this isn't supposed to be an educational video. This is just going to be me showing what I'm doing because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going to go for it and try. So not educational. Now I wanted to put panic hardware on this door for quite a while. Pretty much forever. Really, not really any advantages as I don't need it for any high occupancy, but this is just more of a pain to get set up right with latch like this. It's just harder to I don't know what the word would be. It's harder to set up right. Like I've still got plane here that I don't want to, and I can't move the strike plate any. It's fixed in that one place in the door. So basically I have to have screws to push the door out so there's not much play but still keep that guard latch back. It's just more of a pain to set up, and I think with panic hardware, I could get this set up a little bit easier. Plus, it's just cool. It might be more secure, I'm not sure. Now, I wanted to get Von Duprin 99 series or 98 series, whatever their nice ones, the nice good ones are. They're really expensive, like over $1,200. So, I got this Von Duprin 22. This was $300, plus I got a whole door with it and a door closer. So people were asking like $300-400 for these on eBay. So I just got this one, and it came with a whole door. Got my outside trim. So all of that for that much money with a steel fire door and a nice door closer, I think that's a pretty good deal. First I'm gonna do some deconstruction on this here. I did want to go with Von Duprin though, as I think they're probably the best brand for panic hardware, or one of them. I will have this on an electronic strike plate. I had to order a special electronic strike plate for panic hardware, which those aren't cheap. That's like 130 bucks. I think it was $132. But it's what you gotta do if you still want the access control. We're also going to have to take off this guard, I believe. I think we're also going to have to take off that guard plate too, so I'll unscrew that. We may put it back on, hard to say. I'm going to take off all this weather stripping. Alright, I think I've marked the holes for my exterior trim, so I'm going to try and drill those now. So I'm going to put the trim piece through and then mark out where my holes end up on the actual panic bar on the other side. And we will have to do something about those holes. Maybe I can just fill them with something, we'll see. Alright, I'm going to try and mount up our Shut the... I've marked out the center. I measured down to the center of basically the latch on the panic bar, and then measured down to here so I can get the center on this end too, so I know exactly where I need to line up. Once those bite, those get away from you quick. Now I'm going to put in the rest of the screws on this end. Okay, I finally got this working, which was a pain because I had to get all these shims under here and tighten and loosen it. That was a big pain that was not very pleasant to do at all. So I think I've got it working now though, so I'm going to take off this protective film that they seem to have left on there. Now I can put on this little end cap piece thing. All right, well that's the bar installed. Let's check if the key actually makes it retract. I gotta change this to a Schlage Everest. Yeah, it's a little stiff, but it works. That won't be used much once I got access control on it. I'd use bigger screws if this was more permanent, but this is going to be here for only a couple days. Alright, so this is working all good, latching well. I've put up this weatherproofing stuff. I got that with that door that I got with the panic bar. I need some more self-tapping screws. All right, let's take a look at this strike plate here. See what it... Better be good, 130 bucks. I think it might have been closer to like 150 actually. Well, here it is. Oh, okay. I guess this one's in the open position. I'm hoping there's a way you can change this to having the locked be a failsafe. Usually some of them you can change. Like ideally I want it to be without power it's locked and with power it's unlocked. Lots of times you have a way to be able to change them, which is what I want, because if say the system loses power or power is cut to this, I don't want it to be open, or that's kind of a security issue. So I'd rather change the failsafe if there's a way to do this. This one's got this extra contact on it for like this extra relay. It's got a lock and unlock sensor output and position status. All I need is the operating voltage, which is beside the 12 volts DC, red and black. That's the only wires I'm going to be using. Let's see if there's instructions to figure out how we can change operation mode or of fail safe or fail secure. So I guess I want this fail secure, maybe. Maybe that's the word I was looking for and I shouldn't have been calling it fail safe. Loosen and tighten it. Loosen the screw and tighten it in the other hole. Fail safe. When power off, the door is the opens. Yeah, that's what it is right now. Fail safe, normally closed. All right, I'm gonna try and get this set to that different setting. So it looks like we can unscrew this entire back piece here. Okay, so this is the guts of this thing that actually matters. So something about this thing we can move over.
It might be referring to this screw right here. Is it supposed to slide, or are we supposed to take out the whole screw? Guess I'll take out the other one too. There we go, that whole thing slid over now.
If I hold that thing that way while I get this screw, and it won't try and spring back, because it kind of wants to go back to the middle position on me. All right, that's in place there. Now we just gotta put that other screw in. Lots of these strike plates are like this, where you can change the way they operate just by sliding something or removing a screw. It's kind of a cool feature, actually. So now this is locked. I can actually put this on a battery over here that I've got. It's just 12 volts, so it should do it. Yeah. I know it's hard for you guys to see. Take it off, locked. All right, that's working as it should. Now we're gonna work on this. All right, guys, here it is. Let the door close. So there is a little bit, you can see there is a tiny bit of play in the door. It's not quite as shut as it was, so I might just move all of this forwards a bit so there isn't quite so much play in the door. But as you can see, it is latching good. A problem with the old setup is if it was retracted and then let out, it wouldn't actually be latched. You'd have to then pull it. This one still is fine. There's no way that you can go slow enough that it won't latch. It always will. Can check it out from the outside. So there is a tiny bit of play, but it's not too bad. Fob it open. Locked again. Fob it open. So yeah, this seems to work pretty good. These were the adjustable screws where you got a little bit of play back and forth. So I put those in first and then got it set up as best as I can. And then I put these long screws that go through the metal and into the wood. I still don't I still don't doubt that the screws would fail before the strike or panic bar would, because the strike is rated at 2,200 pounds of force, which I bet would probably pull it out of the wood. But yeah, that's actually more than this one is, I think. Maybe this strike I can remove. It's not doing anything, it's not hooked up to anything, but there'll be a hole in the door, so I'll deal with that at a later date. I'll figure that all out. Anyways, guys, I think that is this video. I do have to rekey that cylinder on the outside to Schlage Everest still, but that'll be a different video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave them down below. Thanks for watching.